Okay, my first attempt at making a video. I have to make a part 2 because I needed to check on my kid. And once again, warning you about the noise in the background. There's going to be a lot of noise in the background. I don't want to get into details, but if you hear noise in the background, just don't be surprised. I think the other reason why I'm bringing up recycling is because there's like a lot of litter everywhere. Like, there's no freaking excuse for it. Like, if we actually did recycle a lot more, if people just actually held shit in their pocket until they found the trash can, I mean, that would be really nice. I mean, public anything is not as clean as it would be in your house specifically, but why make the outside more of an eyesore than where you live in the first place? Because not every place is like pretty and cute and like a dream town for everybody to just live in. I brought up the recycling topic because of all the littering and because it really doesn't make sense that we had all this recycling propaganda and nobody's actually doing anything about it. Like, I remember one time I tried to recycle a whole lot of bottles thinking that, oh, everywhere recycles, so let me just collect all the bottles instead of throwing all of them away. Let me just collect all these bottles and then put them in the recycling factory or whatever and, you know, be a part of making the environment better. You know what I found out? Especially back then? Virginia is a state that recycles aluminum. And I think I read recently that Virginia's not even going to be recycling aluminum anymore. So I was like, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Like, all this daggone work, and then I had a house full of plastic bottles for no reason. I won't get no money for them, and they weren't going to be put to a better purpose, so I had no choice but to throw all of them bottles away. You know, yeah, I hate that. We should start recycling so there's more of a use for all this stuff. Paid or not paid, can we just be organized? Can we just be, is it so hard to just be freaking organized? And when I said you're gonna get your money anyway, I mean, if all the company has to do is just refill the pen with ink, then you don't have to spend any more money on plastic, especially if people take care of their pens enough. But it would be a nice incentive to, like, pay somebody maybe a nickel a pen or something. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna go back in the store and be sold for like $1 or more, so why not maybe compensate a person a little bit? Because I don't believe people are actually going to do good things without an incentive, really. So I would say, yeah, maybe the company pays like a nickel or a penny a pen, or depending on the brand of pen, that'll determine how much they pay the person per pen. Because some of these pens be costing $7 a pen, especially if you're an artist. $7 a pen or $35 a pack of pens? Are you kidding me? Like, if you gotta recycle them, you need to at least get paid $1 or $2 a pen. Cause that's ridiculous. $7 for one pen? And I can go and buy a whole pack of big pens for like $1.25 or some shit, depending on which store I go to. Man, this is ridiculous. This is really, really, really ridiculous. And yes, I still forgot the liner. I forgot my inking tool again. Maybe my next video I won't forget my inking tool, but I had to make sure baby girl was okay, so I wasn't thinking about anything else at the time. So this video is not gonna have any lining or any inking in it because I forgot. This is the second part of the first video of my channel being built, in my view, the right way. I don't know how anybody feels about this, but I like subs better than dubs. And it's probably because I'm lazy. Nobody feel like reading no words on the screen all day. I'm sorry, like, maybe there's some information in the subs that will never be put in the dubs or whatever. I don't know how any of this works, but dub animation is just easier to follow because it's in my language, or at least the language that I grew up speaking, opposed to, you know, being in Japanese. I plan to learn Japanese fluently at some point. I do. But until then, I'm gonna like dub. Until I can look at a Japanese anime without having to read subtitles, I will always pick the dub over the sub. Honestly, I want to learn it fluently so I don't have to worry about either. To be honest, I can just look at the story as it is. I was kind of sad when I found out Crunchyroll didn't have any dub anime. So everything was like subbed or struggle to figure out what the fuck is going on. I don't know. I've liked anime for like a long time. Anime, cartoons, anything animation related. I think the first anime I've ever watched was Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z at the same time. But I didn't realize those were my first animes that I've ever watched until I reached middle school. Because I didn't realize what an anime was until I started reading manga. And I didn't start reading manga until my cousin randomly brought 2 mangas to my house. Destiny's Hand and the second volume of Naruto. Then I realized during my middle school years, hey, I'm watching Naruto on Adult Swim. I've been watching anime the whole time. Why am I stupid? But yeah, if it wasn't for manga, I probably would have never really got into reading, because before I was introduced to any kind of manga, you could only get me to watch a cartoon. That's it. Animation, TV or nothing. I was a TV kid. But when I realized that there were books out there that had pictures and words in it, it made me want to read more. Now I'm starting to have a little bit more courage to read chapter books. Because chapter books were annoying to me as well. You know, maybe I will outline this, but I won't use a liner. I don't know. Let's see what I have. Let's see what other color I have. Next time I will bring the liner. And I think I messed everything up, which is why I should probably bring the liner all the time so I don't trace over anything. You see why I say I suck? It's just a part of me that doesn't have a whole bunch of patience. That's what it is. Because if I had a lot more patience, I probably wouldn't have made that mistake. And all these years I've been talking about I like Sailor Moon and just forgot all of the storyline, which is why I've been trying to rewatch it over and over and over again. Tried to watch it with my kid. The website kept messing up. Well, I'm gonna stop the video here. Baby girl's waking up. Thank you for listening.